Hi, and welcome to Miss Duct Tape Queen's channel. This video is on a tutorial of how to make an Easter themed project. It's a very fun project, great family thing. Pretty simple, doesn't take that long, and it is how to make a Easter puppet, finger puppet. It's very cute, just sits on your finger, see, like that, and it's pretty fun. You don't need much to do, and it doesn't take very long. So what you need is white duct tape or whatever color duct tape you want to use as the base. Gray for the inside. You can use white or your bunny base, but you don't see it, so I'm using gray. Purple or whatever color you want the little ears and nose to be. Black. Wire. You can get it at any craft store. Scissors. An X-Acto knife. A cutting mat. And a duct tape marker, or you can use duct tape for it if you can cut the duct tape well. And if you don't have a cutting mat, flat surface works, but you also need a ruler to measure out your measurements. So you need 2.5 inches of duct tape, so cut it 2.5, 2 of them. Then with your gray, you want 2 2-inch strips. So flip over the white and lay the gray on it. Make it so you have sticky on one and 2 sides. And then cut your white strip that you have in half and place it on. So you should have sticky on 3 sides right now. You want to cut your gray strip in half also. And lay your gray strip down so you only have 2 sides sticky now. And with your scissors, you can trim each side that doesn't have sticky on it so they're nice and even. Then in the corner where the 2 sticky sides meet, cut out that little block in the corner. So it'll be like that. You'll want to fold over the sticky that is probably bigger. And fold it over like that. Now you want to take whichever finger you want to put it on. I'm going to use my pointer and wrap it around. It's just like a little tube. Your finger should be inside like that. But mine's a little off even at the top, so I'm just going to trim it so it's nice and even at the top. Now at the top you'll want to cut, you can fold it in half so it's flat, cut almost like a quarter inch really, slit, and then cut one here and cut one on this end if I can get in there like that. So you should have 4 little slit things where the edges fold down like that. Now you can take this strip that you had from earlier of white, cut it into 4 even sections as much as possible. So cut it in half and then half. Take where you have one bendy edge, put a piece of tape on it. You may want to put it on your finger for this. Bend over this one that's right across from it and just fold the tape over. So it should look like that. Now you can do it with the other with another strip, the same side, or on the different side, but fold it over like that. Now you'll see you have 2 little like gaps. You can take care of that with the other 2 strips you have. Put it over and just smooth it out. just like that. And then with the other side, if I can find it, that side, take the final strip you have cut and put it over. So now you should have like the base for your puppet. Okay, and then now we can do the ears. You'll need your white tape, and you want to make them, you can make them longer or taller, but I'm doing 2 inches. You'll need 2 inches and then 1.5 inches. And now you'll need your wire. Cut your wire into a little less than 2-inch sections. If you don't have scissors that cut wire well, wire cutters work good too. I'll show you just so you can see both being done. My scissors work easier than my wire cutters, but it's all good. And then you want to place your wires onto this tape so they're like that. It should be sticky at the top and bottom. Don't put them too close to the top or bottom, but just place them on. Keep them far apart so you don't have to cut into one by accident or something. But so you should have them like in between. You should see some wire at the bottom, but the top shouldn't have any sticky, only the bottom should. So now I'm going to cut them in half, just so I can cut my ears the same shape. So you should have them cut in half. Put one directly on top of the other. Make sure both stickies are at the bottom, so they should open up at the top like that somewhat. That's how you know they're placed on right. Now you can just cut your ear shape. They can be more rounder than these, can be skinnier than these, but however you want your ears to look. So this is all free form. If it doesn't turn out right, you can always start over, trim some off. But so here are mine. I think they're too wide, so I'm just gonna trim some off from this edge, like that. See, these are pretty good. Now take whatever color you have for the inside of the ears, and you probably need about 2 inches of it, but I'm just gonna separate my ears. And if you want, you can do this. Let me see. Take a pen, just trace your ears out on the tape. So let's see, let's bring it closer for you. Like that, see how it's traced on? And they do have to be skinnier, so just cut inside the lines you have. See how I cut inside the line? That is good. This other one, I'm just going to freeform and guess on it. But now you'll take your ear, you'll just place a piece of tape on the inside like that. So there should be white all around it, and there should still be sticky at the bottom. Then I'll try and do this one up close for you. But just place it on, and I can't see what I'm doing, so hold on. Like that. So now you have your ears, you can place them on. Just choose the side, or the side that you think looks best, and put the ears on the opposite side of that. So put one there, and just put one right next to it, the other one. So now you should have that. And I'm cutting that. Now you can do the nose. You should still have some piece left over on your little tape that you just cut. And the nose can be the same color, it doesn't have to be, but just cut out a triangle. The size depends on the size of your bunny. But then you want to flip the triangle over so it's that way. And just put it like in the center of your bunny. Get it stuck on there. Like that. Throw that away, or you can keep it, whatever you want to do. But you don't need it for the rest of the project. So, take your white You won't need a lot of white, so you can say about half an inch should be plenty. And then flipping it this way just so it's easier to cut. You want to cut sort of a rectangle, but you want the top piece to be rounded. You want to cut another one like it. I'll show you these in a second. This one's a little oddly shaped, so I'm just fixing it. If they're too tall, just trim them some. Okay, let me show you. So it should just be a little rounded piece. Now this is where your duct tape markers will come in handy. You don't have to use black if you don't want to. I'm just using black. You want to outline the piece. I'm trying to show you this. The markers may still be wet, so be careful on touching it. But you want to outline like that. And then you want to draw in the little part of the eyeball. So, like that. And then just do it with the other eye as well. And you may want to let the eye sit for a minute, so we're going to move on to the next step of the tutorial. You'll need your marker again. If you don't want to use marker for and want it all be duct tape, you'll just have to cut the shape out of the eye to do that. Here's my bunny. I'm just going to draw in a mouth. So there's my mouth. It's like a W. Now, of course, bunnies have teeth, so just draw in the teeth like that. So you should have that. So sit that aside to let it dry. Now we can get to the whiskers, which you'll need the black. Just cut out an inch of black, well, 2 inches of black. I already have it made. So once you cut out the 2 inches of black, just fold it in half and leave some sticky at the bottom. And that's all you'll need, and it will be plenty. So you want to cut about 1/4 of an inch from the top, so it's a little shorter. Then just cut 6 skinny little pieces of stickies on the bottom of each piece. Here, let me show you. So you want 6 of those, and now you're going to grab your little bunny and place them on it. You're going to go in 3 different directions on each of them. You want all the middles to meet together like that. And then just do it to the other side. So now you should have like a little whiskers on it. You could always draw in the whiskers, but this gives it more of a pop-ish 3D feeling. Now, of course, the eyes should be dry by now, so you can touch them. The markers generally dry pretty quick, but you don't want to get marker on yourself. So just peel the eyes up and place them right above the nose. So it should be like that. So if you want, it can be finished, but if you notice on this one, the ear is bent down, so it's quite a simple thing. Just take one ear, bend it down. But this is the bunny puppet. Pretty fun. I got glitter from the other day. Okay. So that is how you make a bunny puppet. You can make as many as you want. Make them have like a little family. You can do it many different ways. And even just the color of the ears can change the personality of it. Or the size of the nose or whiskers. But this is how to make a bunny puppet ring type thing. It's pretty fun, pretty easy. That took less than 10 minutes, I think, in total. But this is the bunny ring. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do want, I'd love to see what you do. So just email me or video response here. Let me know how easy it was to follow so I can improve next time. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like my Facebook. And at 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing some kind of contest again. So start subscribing. Bye.